Hey everyone, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about maximizing profits and some good strategy tips that you can implement for your Amazon FBA product, especially during Q4 or the holiday season. As you guys know, the holidays are just around the corner, and this is the biggest time for Amazon FBA sellers. This is a time where we can really maximize our profits, maximize our volume, and take advantage of the huge influx of customers that are going to be on Amazon. So in today's video, I'm going to be just talking some tips that you can implement today to really take advantage of this surge of sales that's going to be taking place over the next couple weeks. I think you're going to get a lot of value out of today's video, and stick around to the end. If you guys don't know, my name's Lamar, and I'm a 7-figure Amazon FBA seller. I have 3 private label brands. The majority of my sales come through Amazon FBA, but then I'm also selling on my respective Shopify websites. Before we jump into today's video, I just wanted to make sure that you guys have clicked that subscribe button, you turn on the notification bell, and you're giving this video a thumbs up if you're getting value out of it, if you learned something today. I really appreciate it. I also read all of the comments, so if you have any questions or feedback that you want to share with me, please drop it below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I created this channel here, sharing my experience in helping you guys become successful entrepreneurs and successful Amazon FBA sellers. So in today's video, like I said, I'm going to be sharing some strategies, some tips that we are implementing into my businesses to maximize profit and sales for the holiday season. As you guys know, there's going to be a ton of shoppers on Amazon over the next couple of weeks, and we want to be maximizing our exposure, maximizing our profit as much as possible to take advantage of the influx of customers. So in today's video, like I said, we're going to be reviewing how to optimize our PPC campaigns, how to optimize our listing, some different things that you can keep in mind for inventory management and pricing strategy, in addition to some other tips that I've just thrown in throughout the content of today's video. Like I said, I think you're gonna get a lot of value out of it, and I encourage you to stick around to the end. The first thing that I want to address, and this is a question that I get a lot, especially from new sellers, if this is your first product or you haven't launched a product on Amazon just yet, I get the question, should I launch a product in Q4? And the answer to that question is absolutely yes. I am a big proponent of launch now. We don't want to delay our launch. It doesn't matter when you launch a product. Now, there is a restriction around the toys and games category, I believe, where you might not be able to launch a product in Q4, specifically if you're in that category or thinking about launching a product in that category. There's a little bit more of a higher standard. You have to have some previous sales beforehand to be able to enter into that category. However, all their categories are all go. So if you're launching or thinking about launching a product and you haven't done so, or it's just arriving and you're about to hit in Q4, definitely get it up and get it selling. The first thing that I want to talk about in today's video is inventory. Now, the time of the release of this video, it's a little bit late to be calculating the sales increase, and hopefully you guys have already been sending in inventory as we speak, or it's being received by Amazon. Now, I am not an expert at inventory management, and I'll be honest with you guys and just say that. My inventory index performance score right now is 407, and we had to work hard to achieve that. And Amazon's restricted inventory level was at 350 this past year. However, they're increasing that to 400 starting in 2020. And my score right now is at 407. So I'm a little bit worried about the amount of inventory that we're sending into Amazon for the expected influx of sales, because our score is just teetering right on that line. However, this is our big sales season and I don't want to take any risks. So I'm going to deal with one problem at a time here, and I'm still loading up the inventory. I'm planning for very high sales. So we're dumping in that inventory making sure that we're covered and can really last through the holiday season and not worrying too much about the inventory score. And if we don't make that inventory score or we're below that level by the end of December when they do the check, then we're gonna work with that problem or deal with that problem at that time. Now you might be wondering how much inventory that we've been sending in. Well, typically my products, of course, everybody's business is a little bit different, right? But my products, we've been sending in between 2 to 4x worth of inventory, basically calculated off of our average to cover us through November and December. Now, one thing you might notice in Q4 or just this past week is that the Amazon storage fees are much higher through October, November, and December. So this video is posted about the middle of November, so you've probably recently just gotten a pretty large charge from Amazon for your storage fees. So be aware of that as you're sending in inventory to Amazon. It's just that the storage fees are going to be much higher. However, like I said, it's better to have enough inventory in Amazon and be prepared for the influx of sales than not have enough and run out of stock. So, the inventory charges that Amazon is going to charge you is just part of playing in this game, and you need to build that into your margin. And if there's an unexpected charge for you, then you need to learn from that and just better prepare for next year. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about are discounts. Okay, so one of my kind of favorite discounts is a quantity discount. So we'll be running buy 2 items, get 15% off. And we've seen some pretty good success with that. It encourages people to buy multiple items from within your catalog. It also helps to encourage the Amazon algorithm to feature your product as frequently bought together. So you'll notice below on the Amazon detail page there, or the product detail page there, how you can see frequently bought together. Well, you can kind of increase your chances of having multiple products show up there of your own products by encouraging customers to buy multiple different products from within your own catalog. So just offering a discount, especially during the holiday season here, is a good idea, and we've set that up. I've also added a coupon on some slow moving inventory. I think I've offered about 5-6% off in dollar form as a coupon on our slow moving products, just to help increase the sales volume on there as well. Now I want to take a minute here and just talk about lightning deals. I know that we see a lot of lightning deals. We hear a lot about lightning deals. My experience with lightning deals hasn't really been great. Several years ago, Amazon used to give lightning deals away for free, or you could run a lightning deal for free. Now they charge anywhere between $150 and $300 to run a lightning deal. And then on top of that, they dictate how much of a discount you need to give to the customer. And after running the math or the financials, which you absolutely have to do, don't just run a lightning deal and hope it's going to work. But after running the math and running, 10, 20 of these lightning deals, it just doesn't really work out financially for us. I mean, we sell a lot of units, but we don't make a lot of money, or we're not profitable on those units sold. So just be careful about running, these special 7-day deals or these lightning deals that Amazon's charging you to run that deal, and then they're dictating how much of a discount you need to give. And it's great for Amazon because they can offer those to their customers, and Amazon's offering these great prices to their customers. However, as the seller, it doesn't always make financial sense. So make sure you're thinking about that if you're planning on running a lightning deal, because they can be quite expensive or just flat out not profitable for you. And the holiday season right now is all about maximizing profits, because this is the best time of the year and it's the best opportunity for us as sellers to really take advantage of maximizing profits. The next topic that I want to cover is listing changes or listing optimizations. And I first just want to throw out a warning here and say, if you haven't optimized your listing to date, or you're thinking about changing your backend keywords or your category for your product listing, I would advise you not to do that. you should have been optimizing your product listing up to date. And we really don't want to make major changes to the listing entering into the holiday season. What you've done is done, and now we need to boost what you've already done or compound the way that you should have been preparing or optimizing your listings for in the past. So the following listing optimizations that I'm going to be talking about are minor, and I encourage you guys not to make any large structural changes to your listing or things that could potentially reset your listing or the algorithm. You just don't want to do that as you're going into the holiday season. So the first thing with listings is I want to talk about images. I've seen some really good main images being swapped out for a little bit of holiday themed-esque, maybe adding a bow around whatever product it is, just to kind of resemble holiday or gift giving or Christmas. Just something that tells the customer visually that this is a good giftable item. Likewise, on the secondary images, you can make those kind of more holiday themed. You maybe have snowflakes or maybe have gift tags on it, something, or a Christmas tree, just something that kind of alludes to the fact that it's holiday, getting people thinking about purchasing your product as a giftable idea. Another thing is that I normally change one of my secondary images to help promote the promotion that I'm running. So I just mentioned that we'll do a buy two, get 15% off. Well, I'll change one of those secondary images just to highlight that promotion. And I'll create some text. I might show some other products just to encourage cross-promoting other products and helping, promote the promotion that we're currently running for the holiday season. We've seen some good success in doing that, so I'm sharing it with you guys. Likewise, I also might change out one of the enhanced brand content images, again, just to make it more holiday themed and to emphasize the promotion that we're currently running for the holidays. When it comes to text changes or bullet point changes, I would leave the title alone, but maybe a bullet point, you might want to emphasize a little bit more that this is a very giftable item or that it comes in attractive packaging, ideal for gift giving, anything along the lines of this is a giftable item, or emphasizing that you've put a lot of work in your packaging and that the end receiver or the end customer or the gift giver or whoever is going to be impressed with your product and that it does make an actual good gift. So just alluding to that fact a little bit more and making it blatantly obvious that your product is a giftable item are some good tips for maximizing sales and just driving up that conversion rate for the holiday season. Now, this next point here about making optimizations to your listing is actually a little bit of an embarrassing thing for me to say to you guys, because this was something that I did not have enabled on my account. And this is a gift wrap option. Okay, so what I want you guys to do right now is make sure you go up into settings in your Seller Central and you go to gift wrap option. You want to make sure that you have the gift wrap option turned on and that customers have the option to have their product gift wrapped for Amazon FBA. Now, like I said, this was actually an option that we didn't have turned on until I just checked right now. So I want you guys all to make sure that you have turned on the gift wrapped option as a way to just, here again, increase conversion rates and help your product seem like it's a giftable item. I'm sure there's lots of customers that are on Amazon that are looking for the gift wrapped option. They might be, picking out an item on Amazon and then sending it directly to the receiver of the gift. And they want to make sure that that item is showing up to the receiver as gift wrapped. So you want to make sure that you have that option on in case those buyers out there are looking for that gift wrapped option, and it's free to us as sellers. So definitely check and make sure that option is turned on. Next, let's talk about PPC. I want to mention or talk about three different things. First is going to be bids. Next is going to be budget. And then lastly, some things that you can do to set up some campaigns. Bids. I don't adjust my bids. I pretty much keep my bids consistent. I'm optimizing my bids for a year-long strategy. Other people have different things in mind. They're running different strategies. That's what I do. I'm optimizing my campaigns to run successfully year long on Amazon. Not to mention, it's already very challenging to optimize your PPC campaigns. So, adjusting your bids all of a sudden at a last minute notice, to try to prepare yourself for the holiday season, I just think that that's going to throw a big wrench into the road, and you're just going to spike your acquisition costs or your A costs or whatnot. It might work out for you, but it might also not. So I pretty much just leave my bids alone and cruise through the holiday season. And to be honest, in my past experience, I haven't really seen that cost per click really go up too much. I mean, there might be a couple days around Black Friday or Cyber Monday where you do see the cost per click go up slightly, but it's only for a couple of days. And there's many more days in the holiday season that we're basically optimizing our PPC sales for. So if you have successful campaigns running and you're satisfied with the results of them, then just leave the bids as they are and cruise through the holiday season. Now, the caveat to that is I do increase my budgets. So there's going to be a lot more traffic on Amazon. And if you're satisfied or you have an acceptable A cost, you want to make sure that you do not cap out. You want to raise your budget so that you can anticipate the additional influx of traffic that's going to be on Amazon and you can take advantage of it. So while you're not increasing your bid, I am increasing my budgets on those well-performing campaigns. And I would encourage you guys to do that because there's going to be a lot more traffic on Amazon. Next, what I want to talk about here is setting up something I call a holiday campaign. This is essentially my best performing products, and this is definitely a more of an advanced Amazon PPC strategy. So you have to be familiar with creating campaigns and targeting specific products, and really be familiar with what you're doing with Amazon PPC before you go and try this. But I did want to bring it up because I have seen good success with doing this. So I'll create a holiday campaign. I'll put my best performing products in there. And let's say that you're in the dog niche, right? So I will add in a bunch of keywords that are related to, gifts for dogs or presents for dogs or top 10 dog gifts. And I'll put those all in as broad match keywords in hope to take advantage of, customers that are searching for those specific keywords. Now, that campaign doesn't or tends not to work through the rest of the year, quite obviously, right? But right now, you could create a campaign and there is an influx of people that are searching those types of keywords. So if you're able to throw a campaign together pretty quickly, and you can do this right now, and just target those more giftable search queries that are happening on Amazon right now and put your product up in front of them, it could be, another way just to tap into some additional sales. Now, I'll say here again, you want to stay away from too general of terms, right? So if you're just saying gifts for pets is probably too general. But if you have a good dog product and you're honing in on that niche, and you know that people are searching, gifts for dogs, throwing up a holiday campaign with your best couple of products isn't a bad idea, and just see what the A cost comes in at. Next, I want to talk about pricing strategy. And pricing is a great option to maximize profits. I first just want to address lowering your price. I tend not to like to lower my price. You can lower your price as a launch strategy, but once you're up and selling, I tend not to lower my price. Unless there's some reason, maybe I'm not ranking as well, or I'm trying to increase my rank, then okay, I can see myself lowering my price for, a couple of weeks right below the holiday season really kicks off, maybe right now you want to lower your price a little bit to try to build up a little bit of momentum into Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I do want to give a warning here, just say that people are going to buy your product. There's going to be so much more additional traffic on Amazon. Basically, everything is going to sell. And I'd hate for you to lower your price and not maximize profits. At the end of the day here, we're trying to maximize profits. We're trying to build a profitable company here. We're not just here to give money or help Amazon make a bunch of money. So be careful about lowering your price as a way to just like spike your organic rank, maybe churn out a bunch of volume and then run out of stock, or then, not make as much profit as you hope that you would like during this time. So there's a time and a place for a lower price strategy. Just be careful about how you do it and be strategic. And especially if this is your first holiday season with maybe your first or your second product and you don't know just how much you're going to sell, I would recommend not lowering your price. Just keep cruising, see what happens this holiday season, and then it'll better prepare you for next year. Now, the flip side of that is raising your price. And I'm a big proponent of doing this. And especially if you just see your sales climbing, going into Christmas, this is an excellent time to raise your price and maximize profits. In fact, we did this last year on my t-shirt brand. We almost raised our price probably, $3-4 over a 2-week period. And then after the holidays were over, we just kept our price point at that new price point. So we basically established a new price point going into the holiday season. And then for all of this past year, we just kept our prices at that level. So it was a great way for us to ramp up or experiment with raising our price going into the holiday season. Here again, maximizing profits. So don't be afraid to do that and really just take advantage of the holiday season. And that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Those are some good strategy tips that I think you can implement, right now to help boost your listing, boost your sales for the holiday season for your Amazon FBA product. If you got value out of today's video, like I said, please give me a thumbs up. And like I always say, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Go out there and crush it on Amazon and have a great holiday season. Best of luck to you and happy selling. Peace out.